Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Avery here. Dad and I today are doing a day ice fishing trip. We are going to a little lake to catch some lake trout. We went to this lake before. We didn't film anything. It was just like a fun trip that Dad and I went to last year. So we're going there again this year and we are filming it. We're gonna do some catching and hopefully cooking today if we catch any fish. And yeah, fry up some lake trout.
15 minutes.
Continue on this.
Oh, dude, look, there's car tracks there. You want to park? We're not going to park there, but we can unload there if you want. All right, we got a whopping like 100 feet from the parking area, and Avery's dying because the snow's so deep. Our skis are just dragging the bottom of the sled. It might be easier without the skis. Might be abandoning the skis. Let's. I can't move it. It's too heavy. We might be abandoning ship.
Update everybody, there's a lot of snow here. And
it's not even the snow.
It's a slush, a foot of slush under. So it's like when we walk, our foot just gets stuck in the slush and the snow. And we've got our Smitty sled skis here, but unfortunately the bars, it just gets buried.
Yeah, so the Smitty gets stuck. We brought the big 2-man tent because we wanted to do a catch and cook and have room in the tent to do all that, but that tent weighs a bajillion friggin' pounds.
Yeah.
So right now we're trying to decide whether we want to just downsize and just bring our ice fishing gear and try to stay warm, which kind of sucks, or what the best course of action is. But I'm not going to make it pulling that sled without the Smitty because I just tried it.
And it's deadly.
And I don't think I'm going to make it pulling it on the Smitty because it doesn't stay above the
snow.
The soft snow. It just sinks right down. This is knee. By the time I get through the slush, it's almost knee deep.
So what we're gonna do we're gonna take all the ice hut stuff out and we're gonna take the bare minimum stuff we need to catch fish. So we'll have the Meg Live, our rods and reels and an auger pretty much. And that's it. So we are in for a really, really cold trout fishing experience.
All we did was drag the stuff we're not using back to the truck. That's our stuff that we think we're gonna take ice fishing. And that hut way down there is actually sitting on the shoal.
That's where we want to fish.
That we fished last year. It's a permanent hut. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Right now we're gonna throw all this stuff in the truck.
And try.
And regroup. Tried pulling the Smitty with just the essentials in it, and it just gets buried in the soft snow and slush, so it's a complete no-go. I had to abandon the Smitty now.
I brought the Smitty sled back to the truck while Dad walked ahead a bit. He's got the heavier sled, so I told him to go ahead of me to give him some time to take breaks as he goes. I took my jacket off because I'm literally dying right now, everybody. My body just feels like it's gonna collapse, but I have to stay strong. Move my light feet. There's tracks. I can kind of stay on top of them if I step really lightly so I don't sink in the snow down in the slush. I'm literally dying right now.
Okay, this is what's making it even that much harder is the slush that I'm kicking up with my feet. It keeps sticking to the bottom of the sled.
All of this for a stupid little lake trout. Oh my gosh.
Where? You want the bad news or the bad news?
Bad news.
We're 433 meters from that waypoint.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
All right. There's Avery catching up to me. And dying. So here's the deal. We failed. Our spot is like just under a kilometer away from where we parked. There's like
It's too
so much slush and so much snow.
Too much snow, man.
And then snow and slush is like up to my knees. We're dying. And we didn't make it. We had one spot on this lake, one spot that we fished once before on a shoal, like a very obvious shoal that's typically good for lakers at this time of year. And we came here last year and caught a couple really quick. It was awesome. And
we can't get there.
we can't get there. So there's a point right here that a good buddy of ours, Matt Koprash,
Thank you, Matt, very much.
he said, try this point out. It's like 400 meters away from our other spot too, which is so close, but
It's way too far. It's so close yet so far.
so we're gonna try on this point.
And pray to the fish gods.
So we only have a couple hours before we run out of daylight, so we're gonna drill a hole here and go from there. Fish.
No way.
I got bit right away
No way.
as soon as it hit bottom.
Got him. Oh my gosh, that was quick. No way, that was so quick. We came onto this point and literally Dad dropped the rod down, he got bit, he lost the fish. Now I've got one hooked up. Oh my gosh. Little spoon with just the head of a minnow. We're in we're deeper. We're in 35 feet of water off this point. He's almost up. I see him. Oh, there's his tail. Oh, he's just a little one. That's still so cool. Little lake trout. There we go. Little laker. First fish of the day. Beautiful little fish. Let's get him back in the hole. There he goes. Let's go. Oh, my hands are cold.
Thought we were on the money spot as soon as we
Got one right away.
right away.
But worst comes to worst. We got one. I wasn't skunked today.
True. Avery was not skunked today.
It was an adventure for one fish, for one lake trout. I can say I caught a lake trout through the ice in 2025.
That's right. Another thing, we do not profess to be professional ice anglers. We actually suck at it. We're learning, you know, we've had a decent year this year and we're learning a whole bunch and catching some fish. Avery's been out a lot more than I have.
Been out a lot.
One thing I will say, we do a lot of our ice fishing in Southern Ontario where it like hovers around just above freezing, just below freezing. Most of our ice fishing is done in a hut, but when we do fish out of the hut, it's usually like 0 or 1 or 2 degrees out.
Not -10.
Exactly, and so something we don't typically have to stress too much about where we are back home is braided line freezing up. So we're either in a hut or it's above 0. So I don't know if you can see on the GoPro, but my line right now from jigging is just completely covered in ice, and that's because it's braid. We have a leader on, but if I had it my way, I would have anyway.
Just had a fully leader.
Yeah, so
material.
exactly. So we had planned on fishing out of the hut, where braid, in the hut I should say, with a heater, and braid wouldn't have been a problem, but seeing as we abandoned our hut, we now have an issue with our braided
Frozen
line
braid.
freezing up, but I'm too cold to pull a bunch of braid off and add fluoro on, so. What the heck? How did we catch one instantly?
This is horrible.
Avery's currently walking in circles. She's currently walking in circles to try to warm up her toes. How was there one trout the second we dropped that down? They come up here to feed during the day maybe, and then they work their way back down.
Away.
And that was the last straggler.
We
Did
got
you get that backwards?
We got the last
You
guy.
guys, do they come up on the shallows to feed during the day and then scooch back down, or
I
do
don't
they?
know how it works.
Or are they up there? Or do they come up there at night to feed and then scooch back down? Someone tell us. All we know is we're on the drop off.
Of a
Just before
point.
sunset, we dropped down and caught one instantly, and haven't seen a fish since.
I'm not a lake troutologist. I don't know squat.
Got an outro?
Oh, we're back to the truck. It's been a long day. I'm tired. As you can see, I'm laying in a snowbank. We caught a fish though! We weren't skunked. All that work was for a fish, and we did it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, click the like button. And if you'd like to see more content like this, click the big red subscribe button. Take a kid fishing and be more prepared than us.